Okay, from this tutorial video I'm going to teach you how to play Armada Pet Wars multiplayer, both how to start up your own server, use the default server, and or join or create a multiplayer game. So currently in Armada Pet Wars you can do two choices: skirmish game, which will let you play against the AI. It's a great way to learn how to play and can be a lot of fun. But where it's really the most fun, in my opinion, is in multiplayer, when you play with your friends or strangers in this asynchronous strategy game, and you can mix in some AI players too. So to do this, kind of the general way, you can just use the playtest server that I have running right now. And to do that, you'd go create new multiplayer, choose a map, just leave this alone. Leave that alone because that's the port for the default server. Choose the number of hours you want before the game will allow anyone who ends the turn after that number of hours to go to the next round. This will help when some players maybe stop playing or are on holiday or something. It'll keep the game running. Put them into AFK mode. And then all you have to do is put in emails of yourself and any other players that you want to play the game. If you don't put in an email, the game will still work, but you won't get any email notifications, and you're going to have to, including how to log into the game, but it's pretty straightforward. If you don't put in any emails, if you leave them blank here, then like say in this 4-player game, these 2 blanks will be AI players. That's what you're basically telling the game. For easy, medium, and hard, this will determine how hard the AI players are, and it'll also determine how hard the gray planets are. These are the planets that everybody's kind of eating up at the beginning of the game, the first phase of the game, if you will. They're going to be growing by eating up these gray planets. So they'll be a little tougher to take on in harder modes. Once you're done, you click create, and this will go to the server. And the server will actually email or attempt to email. These emails are, I guess, probably not real emails. And then an email will kind of go out to them. And then you can get your email and you'll get some login information, but it's pretty straightforward. If you just use a dummy email, just keep in mind the number. So in this case, it's 103 from this server. So it's game 103. So if you go back to join your game, and you only have to do this once, click join and put in the right game number, 103. And you have to put in the right email. I already kind of forgot what the email was. The email1@gmail.com. Yeah, that worked. Phew. Okay, so this is 103. From now on, you'll have this button here, and you just click on this button to log into any one of your various multiplayer games that you have running at any one time. You can also change the IP address and the port if your server, whoever's running your server, changes these things. You can update those. And if you want to delete the multiplayer, just click the delete button, and then you won't be able to play it anymore. So if you click on it, then it'll just log you in to the game, and you do your turns, all that good stuff. Oh, where are we here? Oh, why is it so laggy? My computer's going crazy, but that's okay. Pretend it's not laggy in this example. And then we just click end turn when you're done your turn. And if it's orange here, that means that there's other folks that are still ending their turn. Otherwise, if it's green, if you're the last person to end your turn, it's going to have you wait to end your turn. You're going to be the one that's going to be, because this is asynchronous, everybody's putting their moves in whenever they have time. The last person to put their moves in gets all the information from everybody else sent to them by the server, and then they use their computer to end the turn for everyone. And this works quite well, but it can take a little bit of time if there's a lot of battles going on. That one person is generating the battles, resolving all the battles for everybody, and kind of officially updating the galaxy, and then sending the new galaxy back to the server, and then the server sends that galaxy to anybody, all the other players, after they log in for the next round. That's kind of roughly how the game works. Okay, the other thing to note is if you're going to run your own server, how do we do that? So if you go into Steam, you're going to be part of the Armada Wars playtest in Steam, so you just get to this folder from Steam. And within this folder, this is the default folder, or the base area of the files, you can go into this subfolder called APW Server. Eventually I'll make a proper server, but like a server like through Steam or something. But for now, this is how I'll do it. This is just a Python script. You can look at it here. It's all here, so there's no viruses or anything. I compiled it into an exe for our Windows players, but anybody who wants to run a server on Linux or some other OS, like, I don't know, Mac OS would probably work too, or Unix maybe even, you can just run the Python script here. I have some information on how to do that here. So let's do that. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to run this server file. It's just a very basic server. It just listens for network commands, and then it will deal with the files and that type of thing. It doesn't do very complicated things, and it does emailing as well. So let's make a new game, and this time we're going to log into our own server. So if you have the server running on your own computer, and I wouldn't recommend this if you're playing multiplayer unless your computer's on all the time. You should run it on a computer that's dedicated for a server, but that's up to you. I'll just put in a C. Make it easy to remember. Put in an email, or you don't have to put an email like I said. Create it. Now look, here's the server doing its thing. And it's created a game, so I'll go back, join the game, put in my new server. So of course, just like anyone who's running a server, you have to have a port that's open through your firewall, all that good stuff, and have an address, an external facing address. I'm connecting directly to my computer, so I use this, but your users are going to connect through an external address that you provide them. Okay, and the same idea. So this one you can see is the one that I just created. So if I clicked on it, in I go. In this case, you can actually play this even though it's there's no other players and it's a multiplayer. It'll play just like a skirmish game in this situation. But I will close this game out. And I think that's everything that I wanted to show you for now.